beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between our visitors and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now Lawrence on first down.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Play action. It's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
He'll buy some time right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Dancing to his left.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Herbert. Open man is Palmer.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
This defense for the Jags, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, Herbert. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
On 2nd and a long way to go.
Herbert.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking deep for Elliott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 31, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. Touchdown!
Josh Palmer,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try the left side. Carrington, a strong running. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On second down, Eckler, and he stopped immediately there. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off around the 41, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
They'll run on first down. Wilkerson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first down, Lawrence.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
They go play action now. Lawrence
rolling to his left. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? Right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On play action, Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lawrence.
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 34. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Herbert just beat the play clock. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Guyton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Herbert.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Touchdown, Allen! Jalen Guyton, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play for the Jaguars. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that's caught at the 2. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one, unsuccessfully.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Steps away to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They go play action with Lawrence.
That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Zaven Collins
able to record his 5th sack of the season. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side, and incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second down now, Wilkerson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
They snap it to Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is some...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the ground, it's Eckler. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Out of the gun, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. To throw on 2nd and 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Under pressure, they got him again. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because...
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. He's going to let it go again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42.
And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.